Words can't describe how ecstatic I am for the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday and how ecstatic I am for myself. Yes, I'm being a little bit self-congratulatory. I didn't need to say all that, but I'm proud of myself for picking the Jags and for exactly predicting how it would go down. I mean, the Chargers went up 27-0. Trevor Lawrence had thrown 4 picks. 2 of them should have been called back for pass interference, actually. But 4 picks are 4 picks. Let's just say that for a minute. But my God, if you are an LA Chargers fan, you're wondering how on earth have you not fired Brandon Staley right after the game? You blew a 27-0 lead. Gave up, like, and for anybody saying, "Oh, Brandon Staley can't be that bad," you produced 4 turnovers. I think I need to remind y'all of the last 5 drives for Jacksonville, including the last drive before the first half. They read touchdown. That's right, a touchdown that took 7 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock. So that means they were moving it pretty well. Then a touchdown. Okay, 2-point conversion did not work. Touchdown, and the 2-point convert did work in the end because Joey Bosa can't keep his discipline. I understand the frustration of a non-call on both the false start and the holding. But to throw your helmet like that and then to cause another 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct both times after you successfully managed a 2-point conversion, and then you do it after you're throwing your helmet down in frustration. That's a lack of discipline, and that comes from the head coach. Defense completely struggled. That's on Brandon Staley. Newsflash, idiots, he's the defensive coordinator as well. And he bungled it. They couldn't stop a cold in the second half. They really couldn't. And what happens in the end, after Trevor Lawrence managed to drive down the field perfectly to get the game-winning field goal, and even in the end, it was a penalty on the Chargers for offside. So even if it didn't work, they'd have a 31-yard attempt, either a 31-yard attempt or even a 26-yard attempt, depending on the penalty. So the Chargers really shit the bed, and it's so funny because the Chargers charged it again, and I keep saying it. Never trust the Chargers to do anything right. And I was wrong about the Falcons being the accident waiting to happen. Stephen A. Smith is completely wrong about the Dallas Cowboys being the accident waiting to happen. The accident waiting to happen has always been, and it has been for the last 30, 40 years. It's always been the LA/San Diego Chargers. Dean Spanos is a cheapskate. And Dean Spanos does everything he can to piss off his fan base that they riot. So even as a Saints fan, here I am for after the loss. I got one thing to say. Fuck you, Spanos. Fuck you, Spanos. Chinga tu madre, Spanos. Va-t'en. Manger un fif, Spanos. Bye-bye. And yeah, congrats on wasting yet another quarterback talent. I mean, along with Bobby Ross managing to waste away more talent, along with the Chargers managing to waste away Dan Fouts, Hall of Fame quarterback Dan Fouts, Dean Spanos, you managed to somehow bungle the careers of Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, and now Justin Herbert. The guy's an elite quarterback. He may end up being a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he won't have a Super Bowl appearance if he stays in San Diego or if he stays in LA, because as a Charger, he won't win anything. He won't win anything because Brandon Staley's a dumbass. So, LA Chargers, good luck with Norv Turner 2.0, because that's who Brandon Staley is. He is Norv Turner 2.0, wastes the most talented rosters possible. I mean, the guy wasted a roster of Antonio Cromartie, Sean Merriman, Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson. Hell, he wasted Junior Seau and Rodney Harrison before he went to the Patriots. I mean, wait a minute, not Junior Seau but Rodney Harrison. But that's beside the point. This guy's also wasted many players. He's wasting Austin Eckler right now. He's wasting Mike Williams right now. I mean, this is an organization that constantly wastes talent, and yet you want to tell me that this is Justin Herbert's fault for not being able to be clutch? Hey, newsflash, idiot. They also have an idiotic offensive coordinator named Joe Lombardi who doesn't even try to run the damn ball. He didn't even try to run the damn ball. So not only do you have an idiot of an offensive coordinator, you have a retard for a defensive coordinator and the offensive and a head coach who can't stop a cold after you was up 27-0. This is what y'all get for talking so much shit in the offseason, saying you're taking over the AFC West. This is what you get in national media for trying to brand the Chargers the best team in the AFC West, when you should have known full well that whatever the Chargers do, they will always find a way to fuck it up. This is no different. The only thing I'm a little bit surprised by is that they actually made the playoffs, because we all know how that usually works out. I'm actually surprised they didn't bungle it in the regular season, but they bungled it in the playoffs as per usual. Congratulations, Brandon Staley. Your incompetence has given Trevor Lawrence his first playoff victory before Justin Herbert. And Trevor Lawrence was seen as a possible bust after last year. He was seen as a possible bust after the first 8 games of this season. And yet he has a playoff victory before y'all. Get the fuck out of my sight.